everybody, Gamer Thief here, and today I am here with a top 5. Now this is a top 5 that I just felt like I had to do because for those of you who do not know, the Pokemon Z has been announced. Well, no one knows the game. It could be Pokemon Z, could be Pokemon XYZ, could be Pokemon XZ and Pokemon YZ. I don't know. All I know is that something about Zygarde happening and the new games is coming out and yeah. So if you haven't read the title of this video, this is my top 5 Pokemon that I just want to see get a Mega in the new games. Whether it would just be cool, whether it would just be helpful, whatever, I just want to see something like that. So yeah, let's get started. First off, number 5, Mega Florges. Now Florges, for those of you who do not know, is a Kalos Poke. 1 second, please, I need to pause real quick. I am white. But yeah, there was some bells ringing nearby, so I just wanted to make sure that you can hear it in the video. But yeah, Mega Florges. Now, when I saw this Pokemon, I always thought that it was Fairy Grass because, well, look at it. Its pre-evolutions are holding a flower, and it's got a big flower thing going on in the back of its head. So why isn't it a Fairy Grass type? And plus, Florges is just a good Pokemon overall. It's got decent stats, a very good move pool, and I feel like if it did get a Mega, it would definitely be Fairy Grass. So this way, Giga Drain could be Stab, and a Stab Giga Drain is kind of cool. And yeah, I feel like it would get a big boost in like speed or special defense, kinda. Maybe special attack or HP, I don't know. But yeah, Mega Florges. Yep. Let's go to the next Pokemon. Mega Aegislash. Now I know I'm doing a lot of Kalos Pokemon, and I seriously doubt that there's going to be a lot of Kalos Megas in the next game. But I just want to see a Mega Aegislash, solely because I want to see what they can do to it. At first, we had Honedge, which was just a sword. Then we had Dual Blade, I believe that's how it's pronounced, which is just 2 swords. And then we went to the Magneton effect. For those of you who do not know, the Magneton effect is where you start off with one thing, which will be the Magneton. Then when it evolves, it becomes like multiple of that one Pokemon together, so Magneton. And then when it evolves, it just becomes a really big Pokemon that should have been the evolution before, which is Magnezone. So yeah, so first we had Honedge, then we had Dual Blade, and now we have the awesome Aegislash. And I want to see what they can do with the shield and sword. Like, would it be like would it be 2 Aegislashes? I don't know. Hopefully I find some fan art and put it right up here, and this is what people would look as Mega Aegislash, but if not, then here's a regular picture of an Aegislash. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to see it get some sort of Mega. I mean, I feel like it would be pretty cool. I mean, I feel like it would get a massive boost in its attack and defense, because that's mostly what it has so far. Maybe it could gain some speed, so we can stop using Shadow Sneak and start using some Shadow Claws. At least that's what I do. I like Shadow Sneak. But yeah, Mega Aegislash. Next is Mega Electivire. Mega Electivire. Now, well, Mega Electivire and Mega Magmortar, mostly because we all know this. If something's going to happen to one of the two, it's also going to happen to the other one. So, Mega Electivire and Magmortar, but secretly I kind of want Mega Electivire more. Shh, don't tell anybody. But yeah, I just feel like Mega Electivire needs some sort of boost because it's a great Pokemon, but it's sitting down in NU, and I just don't feel like that should be. I mean, Electivire has great stats. It's a good physical attacker. It's a good, fast physical attacker, and it can just wreck face. Plus, if it did get a Mega, I feel like it would get a fighting typing. I mean, just look at this thing. Hopefully it's here, and not on my face, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it could punch you in the face. I mean, first of all, it can learn all 3 elemental punches. It can learn Thunder, Fire, and Ice Punch. It can learn Brick Break. It can learn Cross Chop. I believe it can also learn Power Up Punch, maybe? I don't know. And really, if... I burped, my bad. My bad. But yeah, and I feel like this thing would be able to, like, learn Dynamic Punch. Or Drain Punch or something like that. I don't know. I mean, Mega Electivire could be pretty awesome, and just imagine how it could wreck teams. I mean, it's got the move set. I mean, it's got a great move pool already. So just combo that up with some great stats, and that thing's a threat. That thing is a huge threat. Especially if it got a powerful ability like No Guard or something like that. I mean, just think about it. And I guess as for Magmortar, I guess it could be like if Electivire is going to get a second typing, then Magmortar would also if it were the same. I cannot talk today. If you guys haven't noticed, I did not rehearse this video. Fucking birds. But yeah, I feel like Magmortar would get like a poison typing. I don't know, like something that would kind of still still pretty cool, and maybe something that we haven't seen, but still like not something that would just completely wreck Electivire. So, and when I thought Mega Magmortar, I thought either Fire Poison or Fire Psychic, but then again, if Electivire is going to have fighting, then Magmortar is going to take the lead if it had Psychic, because Psychic beats fighting, so yeah. But who knows, maybe we will see it, probably in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, let's just move on to number 2. Number 2. I was thinking about this morning, and Mega Dar fucking Manitan. Darmanitan. It's already a completely powerful Mon, and it's just extremely powerful. Whenever I go to UU, most of the time you're going to see me have Darmanitan. Now, I just want to love this thing again, and I was just thinking all of the possibilities it could have if it got a Mega. Like, it could stay fire typing, or maybe it could get some sort like fire fighting, because it can learn Brick Break, Power Punch, and all that other jazz, like Electivire. But then I thought, what about Fire Psychic? Because when it turns into its Zen mode, it becomes Fire Psychic. I mean, that could be pretty cool. And I was also thinking about what abilities it could have. And I was thinking in my head, like, okay, maybe if this thing had a fighting typing, it would probably get some sort of thing similar to Pixelate and Aerialate and that stuff, where basically I could get a fighting type return. That's awesome. Or maybe, just maybe, it could have like a reverse Zen mode. Like when you Mega Evolve, it could be like in its Zen mode right now, it's just and then once it gets to half health, boom! Power! Punches you in the face. I can see a lot of that happening, especially comboing that with Belly Drum. I mean, think about it. That would just be powerful. Or maybe you could have Anger Point. And Anger Point is an ability where basically, if you get hit with a critical hit, then basically your attack stats just go to max. And I feel like Darmanitan would have something similar like that. But still, just think about it. A reverse Zen mode. I mean, it could just be like all bulky right now, able to survive hits for days while like setting up with Swords Dance or something like that. Maybe power-up punches. And then once it gets to half health, power! I just want a reason to love this thing again because it was like one of my favorite fire types. It still is, but unfortunately Charmeleon is taking the lead, but I feel like if this thing did get a Mega, I would have to abandon Charmeleon and go for Mega Darmanitan. I'm sorry, but that's just how I do. That's just how I deal with favorites. And it's now time for the main event. Are you ready? 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 Mega? Dragonite! Think about it. Dragonite is already one of my favorite Pokemon, and if it did get a Mega, then that would just be mind-blowing. I mean, I can already see some, like, apparently there's this thing online where only few Pokemon can do it, where it has a complete moveset of moves that will always do neutral hits to it. Always do neutral hits to some Pokemon. I believe it's an electric move, an ice move, a ground move, and a fire move, I think. I don't know. I know Lunar Master Guy was talking to me about it last night. Yeah. But, I mean, first of all, it was the first pseudo-legendary. And we've already have a lot of pseudo-legendaries that got a Mega. We have Tyranitar, we have Metagross, we have Garchomp, and, yeah. And imagine the first pseudo-legendary getting a Mega. Now, what I'm thinking is, what would it be? Like, would it... Some people wanted to go back to its serpent-like form and lose its flying typing. But then I thought that wouldn't make sense to its lore. Now, basically, what it's based off of, the whole Dragonite family, is basically it's based off of a sea serpent that always wanted to be a dragon. And every 1,000 years, there's this stone that falls out of the sky, and whatever it touches, and whatever living thing touches it, becomes a dragon. And basically, Dratini is supposed to be that serpent, and once it hits the stone, Dragonair is what it becomes. That's why it's got that little stone thing in its chest. And then, when it evolves into Dragonite, that's its final form. It became a dragon. And so maybe it could be like Dragon Rock, because of the whole stone thing, or maybe it could be Dragon Water because it originally was a sea serpent, or it could just stay Dragon Flying because that's what the sea serpent always wanted. I mean, I believe that's what the lore was. I could be butchering it a little, but I know it's something like that. And people thought that Dragonite's evolutionary line didn't make sense. Look up the lores. People, look up the lores. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, slap that like and that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below on what Mega you guys would want to see. I know I would personally want to see, another Mega I would also want to see is probably, like, Mega Honchkrow or Mega Greninja. No, not Greninja, Toxicroak. But, yeah. Hopefully but anyways, guys, I'll see you all next time. Peace!